Before martial arts action films found their voice, before women were allowed to lead with skill instead of spectacle, there was Cynthia Rothrock. She didn't begin as an actress, she began as a martial artist. Cynthia Rothrock came up through the hardest path: competition, open divisions, tournament fighting, real judging, real pressure. In the early 1980s, she became a multiple-time world champion in forms and weapons, competing against anyone willing to step on the floor. Her movement was precise, her weapons work was disciplined, and her technique was unmistakably real. That authenticity changed everything. When Hong Kong cinema, the most demanding proving ground for martial artists, took notice, Cynthia did something no American woman had done before. She earned respect. Not through image, not through shortcuts, but through ability. In films like Yes, Madam, China O'Brien, and Tiger Claws, she performed her own stunts, worked alongside elite fighters, and brought legitimate martial arts to the screen at a time when very few could. She wasn't protected, she wasn't stylized beyond recognition, she was allowed to be a martial artist on camera. But Cynthia's legacy goes far beyond film. She stayed grounded in teaching. She trained students, led seminars, and promoted fitness not as punishment, but as a lifelong practice. Even today, she continues to teach, encouraging strength, balance, and health at every stage of life. Outside the dojo, Cynthia found another passion: the ocean. Scuba diving became her place of calm and challenge, a reminder that mastery isn't always loud and courage isn't always visible. That balance defines her. She never chased dominance. She never needed ego. Her influence came from consistency, kindness, and discipline. For generations of students, especially women, Cynthia Rothrock became proof that martial arts were not about intimidation, but mastery. Not about being feared, but being respected. She opened doors quietly. She changed expectations permanently. Cynthia Rothrock didn't just represent martial arts in America. She represents what martial arts are meant to be. That is why she remains, now and always, America's martial arts sweetheart.
Every kick, perfect angle, every stance, razor straight on the hardest road you can travel. She learned how to carry the weight. She began as a warrior under harsh fluorescent suns, real scorecards, real pressure, every loss, every run. Now the camera loves her heartbeat, but the grind came first, not last. She remains, now and always, America's martial arts sweetheart. Bright steel in her fingers, forms flowing, sharp and clean, spinning through a storm of voices, locked into a quiet dream. Time slowed on the last strike, judges' pens held in the air, and then a wave of golden cheering, but her eyes stayed steady there. She began as a warrior under harsh fluorescent suns, real scorecards, real pressure, every loss, every run. Now the camera loves her heartbeat, but the grind came first, not last. She remains, now and always, America's martial arts sweetheart.
Dojo Television. Subscribe for daily content, and as always, keep kicking.